Welcome back, everyone. I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Library of Ruina. Let's continue. So, not much for us to do besides continue on with all these new encounters. So, this one requires a book of Yun's office, which we do have one spare of. So, we'll put that to use and send the invitation and see what's up ahead.
너희들 뇌수는 정기적으로 머리에 부어두라고.
Brother of Iron Mo. And somewhere in the back streets.
뇌가 건조해지면 생각이 퍼석퍼석해진다고.
어쩐지 요새 정신을 못 차리겠더라고.
이번에는 어디를 털어볼 거야?
난 공방이면 좋겠어. 그 공방은 돈도 많고 덤으로 쓸만한 부품들도 구할 수 있으니까.
It looks like the other two individuals are Consta and Arnold of the same faction.
사무소는 어때? 사무소 깨기 정도는 해줘야 어깨 좀 피고 살 텐데.
우리가 털 만한 사무소는 습격해도 변변치 않은 것밖에 못 얻을 걸.
그럼 식당으로 하자. 식당. 맛있는 거 좋아.
빡대가리야. 넌 우리가 왜 이런 고철 몸으로 맞췄는지 벌써 까먹었냐?
먹는 거나 아픈 거에 신경 안 쓰고 돈 벌려고 그랬지.
맞아. 오지게 버티는 거야. 이 몸은 뇌수랑 연료만 넣어주고 수리만 해주면 되니까. 최대한 목마름이나 배고픔 없이 돈을 모을 수 있잖아.
그랬지. 거금 들여서 전신 의체를 마련했어. 그래도 불편해. 뭐 먹을 필요도 없는데 자꾸 맛있는 걸 먹었을 때 기억이 떠오르고 맛보고 싶단 말이야.
지금은 싸구려 공방에서 구한 의체라 그래. 돈만 더 모으면 돼. 그러면 일단 몸뚱이 말고 더 좋은 거로 갈아타는 거야.
개 비싼 위체들은 감정 조절이랑 욕구 차단도 되고 성능도 좋다고 하니까. 그런데 가격이 둥지에 집 하나 구할 정도의 가격이잖아.
그건 그때 가서 생각하면 돼. 당장은 돈 벌 궁리부터 하라고.
So I've already seen enough, multiple situations where they mention things like enhancements and replacements, but these people went all in on they went full Android, looks like. So there are machines with brains inside them, I'm guessing.
결국은 다 돈이야. 그러니까 쓰잘데없이 식당 같은 거 말하지 말라고. 먹고 싶어지니.
Oops, sorry, I cut it off there.
무슨 종이 같은 게 네 몸통에 껴 있어.
Sorry about that. Sometimes the dialogue pauses for longer than I expect.
이 몸뚱이는 감각이 없는 건 좋은데 말이야. 이렇게 대놓고 느껴져야 할 게 안 느껴지는 건 짜증나.
Wonder if you can change an android into a book.
무슨 종인지 보기나 하자.
Like, what would that make? Would that turn you into like a work manual?
아까 전에만 해도 네 몸뚱아리에는 그런 게 없었어.
혹시 우리가 너무 이름을 날려서 누군가 보낸 암살 예고장 같은 거 아닐까? 아니면 혹시 신메뉴 시식권이라거나.
조직이란 게 저런 얼빠진 녀석들로 이루어진 거야? 좀 더 그럴싸할 줄 알았는데.
조직 나름이지. 도시에 조직이 얼마나 많은데 해결사의 수만큼 조직도 있어. 그냥 뒷골목 놈들이 대충 모여서 으쌰으쌰하고 이름을 내걸면 그게 조직이야. 하는 일도 워낙 제각각이라 특정하기도 힘들지.
어설퍼. 저것들은 기계야?
생긴 건 저래 보여도 기계나 인공지능은 아니야. 감정과 욕구를 가진 순수한 기계는 도시에서 사라진 지 오래지. 저 녀석들은 전신의체인 거야. 보안이 굉장히 질 낮은 공방 물건이고.
그렇구나.
좋아. 그러면 손님 응대를 준비해볼까?
이곳에 돈 될 만한 것이 있다는 거지?
괴물 녀석들을 썰어버리고 책을 가지고 나오기만 하면 되는 거야. 지금 몸은 힘쓰는 건 잘할 수 있을 테니.
혹해서 오긴 했지만 종이에 적힌 내용이 다 거짓말일 수도 있잖아. 너무 쉽게 믿고 온 거 아닌가 하는 걱정이 든다.
그럴 일은 절대 없답니다, 손님. 이곳에서는 초대장에 적힌 규칙이 철저히 이행될 테니까요.
깜짝이야.
환영합니다, 손님. 이곳은 도서관. 전 도서관의 관장이자 사서 엔젤라입니다. 도서관에서는 초대장에 적힌 책들을 얻을 수 있답니다. 시련을 뛰어넘으신다면 말이죠.
부자놈들 장난질인 건가? 유흥거리 중 하나인 거지.
들어본 적 있어. 뒷골목 녀석들을 납치해다가 누구도 살아남을 수 없는 미국을 만들어 놓고 그곳에서 평생 배회하고 싸우게 하다가 절대 다시 밖으로 나가지도 못하고 죽는다고.
여기까지 온 이상 지를 수밖에 없어. 재수 없는 소리 집어치워.
그럼 부디 당신의 책을 찾으실 수 있기를.
All right, what are we looking at here? So speeds are 1 to 3. Arnold is not fatal to anything, but he's weak to blunt. Same thing for Constant, but instead of weak to piercing. And Mo is only fatal to piercing. So who do I have? Floors available. Okay, there's only one act here, so probably sending Roland and Eugene is probably the best bet. Eerie is kind of, or sorry, not Eerie, Malkuth is kind of by herself, and soloing 3 people by herself is probably asking a bit much. So, dodge and strikes, nothing new there. E, endure. Inflict paralysis whenever you win clashes with your guard, at least the second guard. And a paralysis on hits. We've already experienced paralysis before. Blow it up. Oh, it's because he stutters. Does paralysis, mixture of piercing and blunt. Chop it off. Bit of a mixture of everything again. No special traits on these guys, by the way. And Consta has no stagger resistance, so that's something I should probably pay attention to more often. Alright. You live only once. 1 to 12 damage, 2 paralysis, blunt damage. To dry it up, gain 2 strength on the next scene. So this in combination with you only live once would be like 3 to 14 damage, which is pretty brutal. Especially, yeah, Malkuth is even vulnerable to blunt, so it's not even a good option to send her. Also, this is a situation where their stagger resistances may be different. Yeah, their stagger resistance is actually different from their damage resistance. So I might need to pay attention to that more, because usually it was the same with a lot of her fights. In any case, I think that's everything. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and send our, we'll send Roland for this stuff. Alright, let's do this. don't you think our metal bodies are stronger than your soft flesh? If this goes well, maybe we can move over to a better body, right? Maybe I like restaurant coupons more than books. And that's about it. Okay, good to know. Let's see what we get here. All right. Fortunately, Eugene's going last. And there's Book of Brotherhood of Irons and Book of Bow, and then books for each of the individual characters. So there's plenty of things to grind here as far as collections is concerned. All of them are going after the same target. All right, so Consta is the one that has the lowest stagger resistance. Okay, so I need to deal with him. And I would like to do it with Eugene, but Eugene's going last. So we need to do some... do we have any piercing? We do. Alright. Do that. And then for you... Alright, I'm just gonna go straight for you. Alright, let's do this. Staggered. Alright, you're dealt with. Okay. Okay, staggered both of them. They get paralyzed, which is a little annoying. But now we kind of have control. Alright, but blow it up. Alright, I want you to do struggle. What are you vulnerable to? Piercing? And then we'll do that. Okay. From slash attacks? They did have some slash attacks. Honestly, we're doing pretty okay at the moment. I'll go ahead and put it on, I'll put it on Roland. Okay. Okay, now they're going for separate targets. Alright, this guy's doing the possibly big hit. So winning this clash is going to be a problem. Alright, we'll do struggle. And then for you... You're kind of on your last legs, it looks like. Let's do gut harvesting. Yeah. So I did protection, or I did defense, because defense will still lower damage even if it doesn't beat it. All right. have his blunt. Okay. Now we can get Pale Hands up and running. So even though I'm taking a bunch of hits, I'm not taking a lot of damage. It's mostly probably because of the protection we have. Also the fact that it was there was slashing damage in there and Roland's practically immune to it. But it looks like they're going kind of all in on the ganging up on me. Alright, what do we got? It's, what, 3 to 6? Alright. I want you to take out you. And then... all I need to do is win an exchange here. There we go. Staggered. Okay. How are we looking? Alright, I think emotion levels are as good as they're gonna get. Yeah, he's gonna just die from raw damage at this rate. Ah, lost the exchange. Buck of Arnold. Yeah, it might be the paralysis that's kind of wrecking me at this point. What are you doing? Alright. Oh wow, nice. You evaded it. I got hit for max damage, but it was 0. Simply because, again, I think it was slashing. Yeah, the RNG can definitely go against you in this pretty hard if you're not careful. I'll let you deal with that one. No, you don't have enough. Yeah, we'll do Dirty Blow then. Staggered, okay. Both of them are staggered, in fact. Okay. Yeah, this is over then. I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Book of the Brotherhood of Iron. And Book of Vow. Okay, so we got 2 of the specific characters. -1, so headwear that gives -1 HP but +1 stagger resistance. Kind of interesting. Mo. Okay, we did get a consta as well, so that's good. And we did get an emotion level bonus of an extra book, so that's kind of cool.
곧 철덩이에 뇌를 집어넣는 건 역시 좋은 생각이 아니야.
약한 인간 몸보다는 낫지 않아?
원래 몸을 유지한 채로 강해질 수 있는 방법은 꽤 있어. 아니, 오히려 선택지가 더 많지. 문신 시술, 의체 부착, 약물 강화 등등 다양하다고. 돈만 있으면 다 가능해. 하지만 기계로 몸을 갈아타는 것은 일방통행이야. 돌이킬 수 없어.
Speak for yourself.
의체라 해도 결국 인간과 닮게 만들어져서는 안 되거든. 바로 인생 밑바닥으로 추락하는 거야.
그러면 언제 뇌를 집어넣는데?
하나는 급하게 큰 돈이 필요할 때, 자기 몸과 장기를 말 그대로 팔아 넘겨서 목돈을 마련할 수 있거든. 두 번째, 오랜 시간 동안 반복적인 일을 해야 할 때, 쉬지 않고 기계적인 일을 하기엔 저런 몸이 나쁘지 않다고 들었거든. 고장나도 빠르게 교체할 수 있고 직접 욕구도 조절할 수 있으니까 그렇겠지.
오랜 시간 동안 반복적인 일.
몸이라도 새로 구해보려고?
잠시 옛날 생각이 났을 뿐이야.
Alright, yeah, looks like we did get the Floor of History requirement done, so that's kind of good. Let's go ahead and burn some books though while we're at it. I'm gonna hold on to one of each of these if I can, so I'll probably need to grind out another Consta. Actually, just so we have it. Okay, we'll do that. Burn the books, please. Okay. On a successful attack, inflict 1 paralysis at 25% chance next scene. Once per target per scene. So kind of neat, but it is limited. It's practically a Bidara paralysis. Besides that, I mean, the neat thing is damage-wise, there's nothing that it's fatal to. Then we got, of course, Mo here. On a successful attack, inflict 1 paralysis, so same thing. And then, of course, we have Consta over here, same thing. Just slightly different weaknesses. Alright, and then, of course, we got all these again. I don't think there's anything we haven't seen already. Restore 1 light, inflict 1 paralysis on self. On self next scene? Okay, did not expect that. Yeah, it's not bad. I don't feel comfortable with the 1 to 12 because obviously you can roll a 1. And a lot of these have this seems to be like an all offense type thing almost. It seems to rely heavily on afflicting paralysis to lower their die rolls so you can actually win the clashes. That's my only guess. I'm probably not going to mess with it too much. I might equip one of these cards, but I'm not sure about actually using their cards, though. Alright. Let's take a look at what we got. Books. Alright. Just a second. Checking a few things. Okay. I frankly don't recommend replacing your entire body with a machine, especially with a cheap one. Aside from basic issues such as vulnerability to damage and creaky noises, cheap prosthetic bodies compromise too much. You're basically giving up all the joys of life. Can you imagine? You can't taste anything when you eat delicious food, and you can't feel the softness and coziness of a good bed. You can't feel anything get stuck in your body, be it a piece of paper or a knife. The head remembers those feelings, but you can't experience them again. There are ways to overcome it, though. You can buy a desired stimulation chip and plug it in your brain, inject magic medications, or use other methods. They're just absurdly expensive. You're better off saving up for a more expensive prosthetic body, if you want your senses back. High quality, pricey bodies come with sensory organs. As I always say, it's all about the money in this world. What's your favorite food? That's the question I used to ask the most when I still had a human body. I love eating. Talking about food was a huge delight for me. We would share each other's tastes and preferences and sometimes head to a restaurant for a meal just like that. But now, my body's a machine, as you can see. I can't taste anything anymore. Thanks for pointing that out. Mo told me to stop dreaming about it. I still want to try some delicious foods though. Hot and flavorful, spicy and sweet. Stuff like that. I guess this body is too cheap to restrain delusional thoughts like this. If we get more money and change our bodies to new ones, then maybe I'll be able to stop these thoughts from getting in the way of my work. The city consists of 25 nests and 25 districts of the backstreets that surround those nests, and countless offices and syndicates reside in the backstreets. You know what's a surefire way for a syndicate to make a name for itself among all the competitors? The simplest method is office raiding. You literally storm into an office and wreak havoc on it. You never know who will be the winner until you fight. It could stop at a good beating and one side surrendering, but some syndicates raid offices out of pure boredom and kill everyone. Every syndicate has its own way of operation. It goes without saying that the syndicate has more fame to gain out of raiding a high-grade office filled with seasoned fixers, so the offices have to stay sharp at all times. But you'll have to watch it. If you misjudge your opponents, you'll end up dead before you could try anything. Okay. So, I believe we should probably see about this abnormality. But I guess before I do that... So I have the Eerie page right now. Boost the max defensive... Okay, so that's okay. When an ally dies... Of course, we got Yun pages available to us. And we can also go Mo. Does technically have better stats. Yeah, we'll swap over. Dirty blows. Gut harvesting. Commandeering, or whatever it's called. Actually, I'm a little curious. Okay, that's what I was wondering. So anything that had Okay, so yeah, the cards that I had were sticking to the old deck, pages. So with this, hopefully that'll free up some space for us. Oh yeah, definitely. So here's some gut harvestings again. And then of course struggles. What do you have? Let's get some piercing in this deck. Unfortunately, I don't have very good piercing available. Yeah, nothing really that fancy. So yeah, we'll stick to some gut harvestings, some dirty blows, and a struggle. Okay. Okay, I think I'm okay with that. Alright, so for right now, I'm going to go ahead and call this a video. I am the Depressed Dior. This was Library of Ruina. See you guys next time.